Have you ever been playing your casual Don't Starve playthrough as Wartox and wondered, hey, teleporting and eating souls is pretty fun, but I bet there's one person out there who absolutely hates Wartox and wants to send it to fight Crab King without ice staffs or weather panes for an eternity? Well, let me present to you Edgy Rick. I know you all probably saw this coming and you're probably wondering, how could someone hate such a fun game with an amazing art style? And you'd be surprised because this is the dramatic story and ending of Edgy Rick. Now, Rick started off his channel back in 2017 making basic DST tip videos and didn't use his voice. Instead, he just wrote really basic tips. But some of these tips were downright awful. Like this one says, fighting in a group is easier. Although these tips were very mild, they did have an element in them that Rick slowly lost, and that was being beginner friendly. Rick went on to post a few more of these videos until he made a 30-minute Q&A. It gave us a lot of information on Edgy Rick before YouTube, and you can definitely see some differences because he's just more happy and fun in general. He's also open to criticism. We also see this clip.
Alright, question number 13. Will you ever get bored of Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so Don't Starve. I'm gonna put up a bar graph on the screen, like a line graph actually. So the more you learn, the less fun it is.
Oh, I can tell this is going to be a very scientific graph.
So it's just going to be like a huge X on the screen. So basically, as you get like more progressed into the game, the less fun you're going to have. So you're going to be really good at the game, but you're going to have no fun playing it anymore. So I don't really super like Don't Starve anymore, but I sort of like seeing the new updates and playing those.
Now this clip's interesting as when he ended up hating DST, he said a similar thing, although he did make 6 more years worth of content, and another funny clip is this one.
I know, right? Question number 22. What is your opinion on Clay's development team?
I think they have a really good development team, actually. Like, they listen to bug reports and they go and fix them, like, right away. That's all I got to say.
Their forums aren't the best, but...
Oh yeah, that's a funny story. Let me tell you guys about that one. I got banned off the forums like a really long time ago, and I'm still banned off of there. So I have to go incognito anytime I want to look at the forums to get something.
It's obnoxious.
Like, why can't you just let me log out and just
Why
not
did they
comment
ban you
anything?
before people call you a disgusting person?
Why did they ban me? I don't actually remember. I probably told someone to kill themselves, actually.
On the forums?
On the forum.
Content for many more years, and I think most of the DST community liked him, but that would all change when a channel by the name of Francis Gamers would post a clip of Edgy Rick getting frustrated at people in the Forge game mode. And if you don't know what the Forge game mode is, it's basically just a combat simulator that you just played with other people. In this video, he also said some outrageous claims that he really used all of his brain power to make these insults. But just look at this clip.
Alright, you see this? Look at that chat in the bottom left. Edgy Rick is yelling at everybody. And if you're subscribed to him, I don't recommend being subscribed to him. Because just look at him.
Now I know this clip was very long ago and wasn't really near his decline, but I think it's important to note as we know now that Edgy Rick even said himself he was banned off the Clay forums for telling someone to off themselves. Along with this, Rick also started a new common theme on his channel, which was having such a strong opinion about everything. The way he thought was basically pick the best character, Wolfgang, beat the game in the most efficient way possible, and get every item in the game, and each item in the game is either S or F tier. It's a video from 2 years ago where he ranked all the DST YouTubers, and I'll just cut to the chase. Here's his final list, and through the whole video he talks about how much he loves the DST community, and you just wait because he does not agree with this later down the line. Although I will give him some credit because he did stick by his hatred for Beard77 till the end. I mean, his name was Edgy Rick. But this leads me to the last part of this video, which is him quitting. Yep, that's right, he wasn't cancelled, but he quit on his own terms. And in Edgy Rick fashion, his opinion was the only right one, so he went on a rant which was supposed to be his final Don't Starve video, which is deleted now, when he went on an angry rant about how DST is a terrible game. I'm just gonna play some clips.
You should quit DST. First off, the community sucks. Like, really bad. Luckily for me, this is mostly people outside of my subscribers. The community is generally made up of children, and because the game was made to be played together, this can matter a lot. Because the pacing is built around having multiple players, and it can be extremely hard to find anyone else decent at the game to play with. The issue with the community mostly comes down to bad players thinking they're good players. Because the only real score players have to go off of for how good they are is, how many days can I survive? And it should be easy for anyone with over 20 hours to survive indefinitely. These bad players repeatedly spread misinformation.
You probably think like a normal YouTuber, he just gave up there, but no, he just kept making videos for 2 more years. And then he went on an angry rant about the game after 2 years. And as you can see in this video, he talks about how he thinks it's repetitive, which is something he mentioned 6 years ago. And in this video, he basically pokes fun at every aspect of the game as well. And I think that since he's made himself believe that he must play the game the best way possible, he also refuses to do any challenges or try any new characters. He also tries to use Tencent, which is a Chinese company, as a scapegoat to try to say that DST is just an elaborate scheme for the Chinese government to gain information on us. But other huge companies like Reddit are also signed to Tencent. He also talks about other toxic companies such as Amazon and Google. He says that basically if you're a DST YouTuber, you're basically advertising the game, therefore giving the Chinese government money. But he's literally making videos on YouTube, which is owned by Google. He definitely has never used Amazon either. The final strike he takes against DST is the English fan base is dead. And I'm so sorry to burst your bubble, but the English search term "don't starve together" is currently doubling in popularity from when you made this video. Now we're done. Surely Edgy's given up by now. He's bitten DST's community from every angle possible. Oh jeez, okay. I guess he hasn't given up, as Edgy posts his final video ever, poking fun and trying to tear down DST's YouTubers. Yes, you heard me right. And in this video, he doesn't even call it DST, he calls it spyware disguised as a game. And in this video, he kind of does his usual and bully Beard777 and his audience. Then tries to poke fun at every other YouTuber. Even if he doesn't have any actual points to make about these YouTubers, he still says they're low quality view farm content. And he says this about Jakiosaurus, who usually does just playthroughs of the entire game. And I guess he hasn't played the game in a while, because he forgot that most playthroughs require about 15 hours of gameplay at least. But the final part of Edgy history, he pokes fun at the most friendly YouTuber, Orange. He purely makes YouTube videos for fun, and I'll just play the clip.
And then you have Orange, gripping tighter than ever to his measly 500k views a month, hoping every day that there will be another Terraria crossover, so he can hope to feed his family of bootlicking shills that scream, "I heckin' love China!"
So with that, we finished the video, and if you're still left wondering where Edgy is today, well, he's making TF2 YouTube shorts, doing the same thing, calling people fatherless and death threats. I also watched through this video on Edgy or Zealot as they call him now, on why he's such a bad YouTuber, and I read some of these heartwarming comments from the DST community, and it really shows how much a terrible YouTuber can unite the DST community, and hey, even the TF2 community. Also, I know there's a section covering Edgy and Tony Allen's video, but I mainly wanted to make this video going more in depth on just Edgy, and I also think that mainly what we took away from this video is at the end of the day, although Edgy gave us some great guides, in the end he showed us that he was really just in it for money, as every trait he gained through his YouTube career was just jealousy, selfishness, and in my opinion good, yours bad, stop being a crybaby, you fatherless loser.